Good afternoon. Today is a very special day, but before I show you what we're doing, I need to show you this. Check it out, check it out, check it out. I moved this propagation into this room about 2 weeks ago after it had been thriving upstairs for 6 months, so I was really worried about it. Huge risk. These do not like to be moved. However, look at this. Check it out. First signs of happiness. I'm so overjoyed. Good job. Oh my God, I'm so glad you like it here. You look perfect, queen, you're thriving. TBD on this one. This one's new, so we'll see what happens, but so far so good. I don't see any signs of despair, so we're doing good. So what we're doing today is, I know a lot of you had questions when I got the inflatable hot tub on how I was gonna drain it. Like, where are you gonna drain it? How are you gonna drain that water out? That's gonna be a bitch. Maybe it will be a bitch. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. We're trying it today. And to be honest, I think because of how well I've taken care of this water, which, like, I'm a freaking G over here taking care of this water, I honestly think that it could go like 4 months without changing the water. I think it needs to be topped off. Like, I think you should add more water because it's below the minimum amount of water that you're supposed to have in the tub. But I don't think you have to change it out completely like it's recommending me to. So it recommends you change out the water. There's a calculator online that recommends, based on the amount of people that use it on average and the amount of days that you use it, how often you should change your water out. And for 2 people that use it fairly often throughout the week, it said 42 days, which is 6 weeks, math? It's been 7 weeks. And so it's time according to that calculator, but the water looks great. Like, it looks amazing. So I really truly think that I probably don't have to go through all the trouble of changing it out. I could just probably top it off and add more shock and you know, make sure the pH is good. But we're doing it anyway because I really want to make a video of everything you ever need to know about having an inflatable hot tub, because I'm a freaking nerd and I think that I would have wanted to see that video before purchasing one. So for all the other trash people out there that are thinking of getting inflatable hot tubs, I want you to know everything about it, including how to drain and clean it when you need to change out the water. So for the purposes of understanding and being familiar with it, we're doing that today. But after this, I think I won't have to worry about it till like October. I think I'll let it go 4 months after this. I clean out the filters and change them regularly, so yeah, it's been really good. That being said, I've never done this before. We're gonna try it today. Bear with me. I'm gonna let you know if I have any issues or obstacles. Also, I will be recapping all of this in that video that talks about everything. Plants look pretty happy out here so far. Yay! Are you happy? Do you love it here? It's been a few days. Venus flytrap, are you being well fed? Hopefully eating lots of flies. Awesome. I love this guy. Hey, how's it hanging, guys? All right, we're gonna be bothering you today, and I apologize in advance, but it's only for today, and then, you know, we'll be on our way. Okay, thank you. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the filters, so the bromine filter and also the filter. Then there are these caps that came with the jacuzzi that we're gonna put over where the filters were that we just unscrewed. Oh yeah, make sure you turn it off. I just now turned it off because I was like, why aren't these screwing on? Yeah, it needs to be off. So now we're gonna unscrew this pump from the hot tub, and these are gonna leak a little bit because there's water that's been pumping through there, but because we have the caps on, it won't all come out at once, so yay. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'll get some leakage. That's okay. Then we're gonna take our hose and we're gonna attach it to the bottom of the bottom thing. We're gonna attach it to the bottom thing. You know what I'm saying. once our hose is attached, we're going to put the other end of the hose somewhere where the water can drain. Luckily for us, we live on the corner and it's right next to the drain, the storm drain. So where all the water in the entire complex goes, it goes into this drain right next to us. So I'm just gonna take the hose and aim it at the drain. Pretty simple, but hey, we'll see if anything happens. It actually rained yesterday, so this is rainwater from yesterday. But here is the hose. Boom. Doesn't quite make it to the drain, but that's okay. It'll get there. All the water will get there. We also want to make sure there's no kinks in our hose. I'm not a kink shamer, except for when it comes to a garden hose. Not allowed to have kinks. Now that our hose is set up, we're just gonna remove the caps. I'm just gonna remove the bottom one for now so we don't have to deal with the top one leaking. If everything goes as planned, the garden hose should be draining this to the drain right now, and then it'll take about an hour and a half from what I've read online, which is about the amount of time that it took to fill up the tub in the first place. We're also gonna be doing that again today, yay. But yeah, I can't really do anything until the tub gets pretty drained, so I'll meet you over here. All right, so that actually didn't take long at all. Maybe it helps that everything in our patio is on a slant, so it drained much faster, but it hasn't even been 30 minutes yet. It's been like 20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes, and it's pretty much all the way drained. Like, it's down to the drain. Wow. This is the fastest I've ever seen it, because all the videos I watched, they took like an hour and a half. But yeah, have your tub on a slant, people. Have it on a slope. I guess we could get started on the cleaning part then. I got these sponges from Home Depot, and you don't want to use anything abrasive like brushes. Some people say you can use brushes, but I don't know, I don't trust it. Like, what if it like ruins the lining or something? I don't know. I don't want to be the person that ruins it. Got these sponges, and you could use a cloth, I read, but basically you're just gonna want to use warm water and a cloth or something not abrasive, and you're just gonna scrub the whole thing down. You don't really want to use soap either, because then whenever you turn on the bubbles, this is just gonna be forever in your system. There's always gonna be soap in there. It's gonna be unnecessary for you. There are some liquids that I have seen that I might try next time that are specifically designed for inflatable hot tubs to take the staining off, but I don't have it with me, so I'm just gonna be using good old water. We'll see what happens. Let's go. Couple of things to note. So, one, it gets really nasty around the filters. Like, I scrubbed around this filter right here, and just a bunch of hair and fuzz and just like a glob of stuff came out. Not like slimy or anything, but just like a glob of like hair and fuzz and cat hair and nasty. Make sure you clean around those so it doesn't clog your filters when you actually have filters in. The other thing that I wanted to show you is, remember when we were trying to figure out what to do with this light, and then I had heard that you could unscrew this particular filter right here and put it in, but I couldn't do it while there was water in there. But now, check it out. It's a freaking party channel. This thing does unscrew. Here's our light for all the party action, for all the party people. Okay, turn off for now. And then this goes here. The only problem is then your bromine filter has to float around. I did buy a floaty bromine filter. I don't know if it'll do as good of a job as this one, which like pumps water out of it, you know, but TBD, we'll find out. It might be worth it for the party. Okay, so I've done a pretty good job of scrubbing the outside and the inside of this tub. I just want to get rid of the rest of this water because the bottom is pretty nasty. There's just a lot of debris floating in there, and from the filters and from just like wind and dirt just that gathered on the bottom. So I do want to dump the rest of this out. I'm going to, because everything is sloped that way, I'm gonna move the holes over to that side and then probably remove that bottom drain right there so it just goes faster. It's moving along quite quickly. I'm impressed. Okay, so when I first tried turning the hot tub, it was a little bit too heavy because there was still too much water in there. So I just kind of like lifted it to kind of move the water towards the drain, and that seemed to work until a certain point. And then I was like, okay, I need to use the bottom drain. And so I started turning it, but I actually didn't really need to turn it because there's an attachment for the very, very bottom drain as well that can attach to your hose. I thought I had to aim the drain over the stairs or something, but you don't. You actually can just hook up the hose just like you did the other one. So I did that, and now it is draining the rest of the water out. And you know what? After examining the bottom of this hot tub, I changed my mind. I will not be waiting 4 months. This is gross. This is gross. Even though the water is chemical clean, the debris is nasty. It's very nasty. There's a lot of like dirt and like some bugs. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's not great. I wouldn't want to sit in this for another 2 months. Solid recommendation, 7 weeks. Update, the pool is completely filled now. It's so cool seeing it back up to this level because it's been super low lately. So now all I gotta do is shock it and heat it and turn on the filter, and it should be good to go in like a couple hours. Hey, slap it high. So many haters that thought we wouldn't be able to drain it anywhere. The disrespect. I'm sorry, is it not a party channel? Look at this light. Thank you.
All I got is questions. I ain't ever hold no answers. Bet you sick of hearing lessons from a dude who got no handle. Yeah, all I got is questions. I never hold no answers. Bet you sick of hearing lessons from a dude who got no handle.
Hello, good evening. We just got done recording shit they don't tell you, and now we're gonna have a jacuzzi night, and this is the first time since I refilled the tub that we're having one, and it's the first time with the party light. It's a party.
Someone save me, tell me what to do. I think I'm going crazy. Someone take these problems out of view before they go and hang me. Someone save me. Everything up in the air and I can't stand to hang. The end is not, the end is not, the end is not, says the friendly guy I see in puddles of water that fill with COVID-19 was a strange year for me.